Hey, what's up, everybody? Let me just check my levels to see if my levels are okay because my mic, unfortunately, has not been working lately. So let's check this out. Let's check it out. Let's check this out. Okay. Ooh, my mic is working. Anyway, so I hope everyone has been doing well. Um, I have not forgotten about free live coaching with Bliss. Listen, you all, let me show you something. Let me try to show you on here that I have been doing all of this on my own. Let me see. I don't know how to do all that yet, but let me see if I can bring this. I know that I can bring it up. And I hope like I said, I hope everyone is doing well today. I hope everyone is in good spirits. I never want to see anybody uh not in good spirits. Um, but I want to show you guys something, and I am so very, very, very proud of myself because I did this by myself. Nobody did this. I did it myself. I created myself. I've been producing you already know that for love, that album, it is being released in July. You can pre-order it. Let's go to marebliss.com. I'm gonna go to this, missbliss.com. Okay, let's see. So let me share my screen. Okay. I built this whole website by myself, everything. Okay, let me see. Wait. It'd be nice if I was actually sharing my screen. Uh, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. See, cause y'all, this they done changed StreamYard. They done changed StreamYard. This is how much I've been really into uh, producing this album. And let's check it out. And okay. Well, I guess. And okay. Well, I guess. Let's make this a little bit bigger. They did this a little different. You know, I like it now. Okay. So this is I built this. I built this myself. I did everything myself, all the graphics. I built this. Okay. See, I have not forgotten about free live coaching with Bliss. I've just been pretty busy. I've been building this. Look. You can actually pre-order the For Love album. You can pre-order it. And it is on sale. It will be on sale um for it will go to regular price after August. Um but it is I'm sorry, after July. It will go back up. It will go to the normal regular price after it is released. Right now, it is on sale for $5.99. So it will go back up to $7.99. And let me explain something to you. It's good. It's good. It is what it is. It's pretty good. I just wanna, since we're here, Imma let you listen to one of the tracks. I want you to listen to one of the tracks on here. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite ones, by the way. Because it takes me back to a time, when I used to party. Okay, this ain't doing exactly what I wanted to do. No, we didn't ask you to use anything. Let's see. What am I doing now? Can you see what I'm doing? Okay. So, no, we don't want you no more. Brother. Okay, let's Imma get this thing though. I am. Let's okay, let's Imma go back to that. But let's mm. No, not that one. This. Okay. Yeah, don't look at my files. And they so messed up. I need a lot of help. I'm just not ready to absolutely not ready to hire anybody. Where is it? I wanna okay, right here. This is my favorite one. I have to make sure. I'll just do this one. Wait. Let's see if you can actually hear it. So I'll be on here. Think you can actually hear something. I'll be on here. Think you can actually hear something. Okay. You can hear it. Hey, stop. Burning when the lights are low. Oh my gosh. No, that's not the one. I'm sorry. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. What we doing here? That is not the one. I'm gonna have to. We'll do it right here. Okay. So let's see. Forgive me. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out. There's so many windows open right now. And I did this myself. This is called a love poem. This reminds me of a time when I used to go out to dance clubs and play house music. This is off the album For Love. Just brush against the skin of the other. He is the ultimate lover, like fire on candlelit, burning when all the lights are low, and music plays softly through the radio. Take me back. This is one of my favorite ones. It's not actually my favorite. It's one of my favorites, though. That was back in the day. So that's not the it's a variety. There's one that I do. I'll show you another one. This one I actually I didn't mean to cry while I was recording it, but I did. I cried. So I fell in love with music when I was young, like we all have, and hip hop is something I don't know, man. I fell in love with hip hop over Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. It takes two, and I took it literal. I took it to the heart. I was walking to school one day, and I memorized it, and nobody couldn't tell me I was dope. Nobody couldn't tell me I wasn't dope. Nobody. I walked around like I knew I was dope, and nobody could tell me any different. That's why nobody can tell me anything now. Nobody can tell me who I am now, and they definitely cannot tell me who I am not. But this, this, I cried off of this, and it's still, I don't even know if you can hear it. I didn't even share the screen. Um, but this one right here, I'll play the other one again. I don't think that I need to because I think it was on here. So, um, but yeah, this one is very special. It's very special to me. And I cried while I was recording it, and here it goes. This is the poem is actually called "Old School Love, New School Rules," but the audio version is called "For Music." Hip hop is my father, R&B, my mother. I could never understand why they divorced one another. The lessons are gone, and there's not much love anymore. Mommy doesn't mind daddy calling her a bitch or a whore. I don't mean to be cruel. Things change, I see. But it seems all daddy and mommy care about our clothes and money
R&B is my mother. I can't seem to find my sister, and I'm searching for my brother. They beefing on some stupid stuff and not speaking to one another. I called a family gathering, and they said, just let it be. These competitions seem useless to me. I'm reminiscing when we had peace and unity, and I'm not sure if our family can ever unite how it used to be. Hip hop, it's my father. R&B, my mother. Jazz, my sister. Rock, my brother.
Who am I?
I'm
I'm just a music lover. And I really, really like that one. I love that one. Okay. I didn't mean to get so emotional when I was recording it, but I decided that I would, because I was going to do it over again. And I decided not to. I decided to just go ahead and keep it. Here's one that I actually, when I wrote this poem, I was wasting my time with someone. And they wanted me to write a poem for them. And let's just call them TJ. And TJ wanted me to write a poem. And I had already written one, but I didn't think that she would understand this. Yeah. Okay. So I said, but anyways, yeah, let's call this person TJ. And this is what I wrote. It's called Time. And I knew that I was wasting my time, but it was at a time when I was at a very low place. And, we found love in a hopeless place. Oops. Oh, wait. I am so sorry. I didn't share my screen. Girl, get it together. Okay. I'm just, oh, buddy, buddy, boy, boy. Yo, je suis fatigué. What happened? This is not the right one. I was not going to come on today, tell you the truth. I wasn't coming on today. So I'm trying to, okay, here it goes right here. So, okay. Now, again, this is called Time.
Time, not something to be wasted, but something to cherish. To wear it on your chest like a bulletproof vest. Time keeps ticking forward. You gotta keep up with her slow, because sometimes in life you don't know. A couple trains missed, just a lesson for the mind to keep moving forward. or you'll be left behind. To be respected yourself. You don't want to play around with shit. Before you know it, she'll be gone. Cast you by with no warning. You'll wake up from a deep sleep. Got the clock's alarming. Got something you can hold. No, she's much too fast and way too long. You'll think she's waiting, but she'll be gone. She'll leave you in the dust and you'll be left all alone. Time, much like the devil, time will sneak up on you to kill, steal, and destroy you. And watch what you do. Take it from me. I played around with she. Once she finished robbing me, she was through with me. Now ask yourself, do you really want to play with she? Time.
Okay. Now, one more, and then I'm gonna really get to it. Okay. So I want to do karma because when I wrote karma, because sometimes there was a period in time when so much happened, and I'm not saying this was karma, but it's just the artistic creativity that I, use when I did. But there was, I mean, you get comfortable, you start chilling, and then all of a sudden, the phone is ringing, and it's so this is where is it? Okay, this is it right here. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was finna start tripping. Seriously. I really, really was. Let me see. Okay. Uh, buddy, buddy, boy, boy. Okay. They changed things around on me when I wasn't paying no attention. Let's see. Let's take this off. I gotta do that anyways. I could let you hear like the final one. This is one, and it's, let's say it's pre-final. It's done though, but yeah. I'm not letting y'all hear the.
I watched Karma stalk a man once, creep beside him in the middle of the night, glare at him while he slept peacefully, hugging and squeezing him tight. I know Karma. He can kiss the nape of one woman's neck while choking the life out of the other. She can be a warm hug on a chilly day and be as cold as ice the next. He can love you and leave you heartbroken, desperately seeking the company of a stranger. And right when you think things are going good, right when you think the worst is over, the phone rings. You see, I know Karma. I've seen her lurking like the resurrection man robbing graves in the middle of the night, and I respect his power. That's why I watch what I do, and that's why I watch what I say. I only want good karma coming back my way. done, yeah. I'm done, I'm done, yeah. You're so sad, your mama. Better leave me alone, for your mama turn to trauma. I'm done, I'm done. Okay, one more, and that's it. Really, one more, and that's it. That's only because I don't want you to think that there's only poets. It's a mixture. So this is one that I've played on here before. This is one that I've played before. This right here, I am completely in love. Like, I can't even explain to you. Like, this touched my heart when I first wrote the poem. I was really going through some things, you know. I mean, this is my poem to God. I'm talking to God here. You know, this right here is one of my favorite ones. This is my favorite. All of them is my favorite, but nah, I think this one right here, I think this one my favorite. And I really enjoyed making it. I really enjoyed uh producing this. I got the music. It's not I didn't make the music, but I produced it. I produced everything on here. Okay. I'm a little, you know. All right. Dear God, I just hope you hear my prayer. Please forgive me for disobeying you. I will work hard at never doing it again. Please hear my call. I'm so lost without you. I shine so bright the world could see the sun upon my face. But now I have fallen from grace. Like an angel with clipped wings, I've been blinded by things, strutting blindly, not seeing what's in front of me. I've been screaming silently, just trying to break free. Please don't take your wait patiently for the sun to shine on me. This is not the final version. No sun on my face. I don't want to play the final version yet. Never out of space. Man, I gotta get out of this place. I need some peace of mind. Maybe a shoulder to put my thumb. You know what? I'm sorry. Maybe I should. I'm thinking that I should because it sounds a little better. I'm thinking that I should. And play the. Wait. I'll do that one. Let's see. I'll do the final one because. Okay. Wait. Okay, this is it right here. Okay, this is not the final one. It's probably I'm just not doing the final yet, the final versions yet. Not yet. Okay, so this is the probably the version before the final. So because I want you to, you know, I want you to hear that one.
this one. This is it's very, 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 again, it's special to me because I'm talking to God. If this thing, why is it? It's like it don't wanna. Okay, here we go. Right there. Okay, here we go. Right here. Okay. All right.
Dear God, I just hope you hear my prayer. Please forgive me for disobeying you. I will work hard at never doing it again. Please hear my call. I was lost without you. I shine so bright the world could see the sun upon my face. But now I have fallen from grace. Like an angel with clipped wings, I've been blinded by things, strutting blindly, not seeing what's in front of me. I've been screaming silently, just trying to break free, waiting patiently for the sun to shine on me. No sun on my face. I have fallen from grace, staring out into space. Man, I gotta get out of this place. I need some peace of mind, maybe a shoulder for my soul. All who's around have got hearts of stone cold. Quantum changes in my life. I ain't been living right in God's sight. So from now on, I'm a butterfly with uncolored wings, a hummingbird who fails to sing, a rainbow with no arch, like no trees in a park, an angel falling out of the sky, but I am not yet ready to die. Guess that's why I smile when I cry. Cause I'm in love with the joy that comes after the pain. I'm like a flower. It's my sunshine and rain. I am an angel falling from grace with no sun upon my face, waiting patiently to take my place. Take your love. I'm lost without you. Let it go. Know what to do. Take your love. I'm so confused. I'm lost. No way. I'm in so much pain.
Oh, goodness. Sorry. It does that sometimes.
I'm lost. No way. I'm in so much pain. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. This rain comes pouring down. Please don't take your love. It's Dear God, I hope you heard me.
Okay, let's see. Now I can go back to my other screen. So, you can actually pre-order it. That's not the final. That's not the final one. So you can actually pre-order it. Oh, you can actually pre-order it. I talk about this is the website, Miss Bliss .com. I talk about uh, what inspired me to write. Um, all the things that I do write. You can get notified of when the album is released. And here's some of my other works. Look, Miss Bliss, the writer. Okay, and I tell you about the this is actually because as some of you know that I started a magazine in 2020, I think, or 2021. I'm sorry. I have so much going on. I don't have time to like really remember dates. I remember the dates, but there's so much going on right now. Um, but I'm there's so much to do. I need writers. I can write by myself, but I won't be able to put it out that much. So I had to really figure out, building up my coaching business. What was I going to focus on? What needed my attention the most? And my business needed my attention the most, but also my book needed my attention. And that's when I came out with Stained Glass Windows for Butterflies. And I don't know. I was just, listening to something one day. I was actually writing, and I wrote. Uh, there is a poem in there called "Someone I Used to Know," and it was like I had already been writing the songs. If you don't know the story, you can go read. It's on here. um, but I had already been writing, and I didn't know the change. I had met a producer, and he wanted to teach me how to write better, but he was leaving. He was going on a tour for 6 months, and so much happened in those 6 months that I wasn't really thinking about. I just wasn't. And but God, though, God, man, oh man, oh man, I can't wait to give my testimony of whew, man, we serve a good God. Oh my gosh. I was looking and looking and looking. Buddhism, some of you don't know, I was initiated into the Nation of Gods and Earths, and I want to say 2000, I think. And uh, so I'm looking for God everywhere. I'm granted, I know what the Nation of Gods and Earths is, but but I never lost my faith in God. It's something that was ingrained in me, so I couldn't let it go. Even though I went through what I'm not gonna talk about that. Buddhism, Taoism, Islam, and each has its truths. Okay, they're not necessarily wrong. It's just there's only the truth. I only found peace when I rededicated my life back to God. I, I used to call myself a Buddhist Christian. What the heck is that? But I'm sorry. I don't knock anybody for, trying to find God. But, there's one way. But, I had to really focus and, figure out what I was, going to focus on. And it's the coaching, then the book. And, God took me on this journey to, writing, and I talk about it here. I do talk about it here. So these are some of the articles. You have Black mental health, cancel culture, the new lottery. If y'all know the story by Shirley Jackson, the lottery, read that. Because we living in the new lottery, okay? And we all know that the lottery was based on it's biblically based, right? I've never heard this in any classes that discussed it. I'm sure that they talked about it in some classes. I was introduced to this book, and I mean not book to the short story in high school, but it always stayed on my mind. But I dug deeper and deeper and deeper into it. And then I started noticing biblical references. So I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. So this is not for a class, by the way. All these writings I did on my own for Fly Girls on Magazine, which is not, it's temporarily shut down because I had to focus on other things and I'm doing everything by myself. But this is Be the Table. Um, this is Love and Mental Health. And this is Rise to Your Purpose, Spiritually Speaking. There's more that I'm putting on here, but I just haven't there's actually more that's on here. I just haven't made the links to them. What About Your Friends, Celibacy and Exercise and Self-Control, and It's a Family Affair. So when you get a chance, go read these. But I need to put I see something that I need to do. I actually need to go put a link. I'm doing everything by myself, but these are some of the poems that I have on here. I haven't put everything on there because, again, my focus is the album, but sometimes I need a little break. Y'all, I made this. I want y'all to see it. I want you to see it. I made this too. And it takes time to make things. You guys know that. So some men are sweet, others are squirrels. The squirrels stayed in my yard the whole summer, playing, gathering, teasing cats. Never dreamed they'd leave. Guess they got what they wanted. Now, who's going to entertain me? Okay. Okay. So with that poem, some men are sweet, others are squirrels. There's squirrels that live in my backyard. And they tease cats, and I love watching them. There's one I named him Mischievous Melvin because he is so mischievous. I mean, he is a bully. He is very mischievous. But there are other poems on here. The Journey. This is I never asked for a ring. I never asked for a home. I never asked for the bling. I never asked for the throne. But what I asked for was given to me. All I really wanted to do was be free. I prayed to be humble. I prayed to discern. I prayed to hold my head up when I stumble. I prayed to look, listen, and learn. No money, no clothes, no material possession could pad my behind for that spiritual lesson. Your faith is about to be tested. I heard the voice say, my nights were cold and it was dark in the day. I was in the wilderness, roaming and in pain. Never thought there'd be an end to the thunder and rain. Swollen eyes crying in daylight's darkness. Quantum changes too fast, wishing away the madness. From the outside, no one could see the sadness. So I waited and waited for my Savior to arrive. The whole time, my soul felt deprived. One day I wanted to try something new, and the voice said, Give me a try. Out of the blue, I took the challenge and decided to get free, and Jesus took the pain from me. Now it's time to begin my journey because I see that living isn't all about me. Okay, and we done. I'm not going to that's it. That's it. I'm not gonna pretend anymore. Ooh. Okay. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Okay. Now we back. I'm so getting used to this stuff. Y'all, let me tell y'all what happened to me. So y'all kind of see maybe some things are a little different. Let me tell you what happened. I was sitting in my chair, I was working, and all of a sudden I felt something the chair move. And so I'm like, what the heck was that? Listen, next thing I know, I came tumbling down. Okay. I mean, the way I fell, I mean, the whole chair. See, it's an old chair. It was an old chair. And what I was doing, I have carpet and I didn't have like one of those runner things, the plastic runners. And I was just scooting up, scooting. So it was getting looser and looser. And I ended up, and I did this for months. And I ended up buying one of them plastic runners. Too late. 'Cause I went tumbling down and my back been hurting ever since. I think I might have to go to, physical therapy or something. I've been doing some little exercises, but I've been in wow, and the whole time, but yeah, so, oh, I forgot the most important thing. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Okay. Now I actually have to okay. So also, if you wanna work with me, you can go down here. Here's my phone number. You can book a session with me, or you can book me for your event. Because I'm book a session as far as coaching. And this is my email address down here. But like I said, you can also go and pre-order the album. It's gonna take you somewhere else, but that's okay. So this the album cover, see, 5.99, then it'll go up to 7.99, and you can expect it by August. The release date is in July. Gotta give me some time to or you can stream it. I'm sorry, download it. You can download it. And you can download it from my site. I'm in the process of setting all that up. That's why July. Um, so yeah. Oh my goodness. Y'all, when I tell you my back is hurting, please, oops, what am I doing? Please believe me. But that is for love. It is available pre-order. If you want to, it's available pre-order. Make sure you go to missbliss.com. But just really fast, y'all. It has officially been 13 and a half. I can, go right down to the day. Really, the hour, but I ain't gotta be that serious. So, but 13 and a half years, celibate, 12 years, um, no O, you know, which is, uh, a lot of people don't believe me when I tell them that, it's been this long, or they'll be like, "Girl, mm, I don't see how you can do it, girl." Nah, Here's the thing. It's not about constraint. It's about what's controlling you. Is your flesh controlling you or are you in control? Is your flesh controlling you or are you in control? Because if you're controlled by your flesh, then something else can come in and can control your flesh because you're not really in control of your flesh. If your spirit ain't in control, it's just a body. It's a body. If you're not in control of your flesh, could it be possible that you can get trapped in your flesh? I mean, because you haven't elevated spiritually, you know? And most of these people who say this, they're not married, they're having premarital intercourse. And it's like, I've been really deep into the word and I'm seeing, yo, don't get caught up in this flesh. Don't get trapped in the flesh. We have to elevate physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. We have to elevate. This is the narrow path. We have to elevate. We have to go to the spiritual level. We have to be born. See, understand this. Understand our journey here. We left our mother, our father. Our father is a portal. Our mother is a portal. Okay. So we left here. We were born. And Jesus said, you must be born again. So what does that mean? How do we get born again? We get born again of the spirit, right? How? We have to elevate emotionally, physically. That means we're supposed to be taking care of our bodies. That's not something that I'm working on it. This is something that we all need to work on. Physical elevation. We're not supposed to be plus size. It's not healthy. This is not how God made our bodies. We have to elevate emotionally. We have to elevate mentally. And we have to elevate spiritually. And that right there, that's spiritual. That's the rebirth. That's being reborn. It's not easy to do. Most people are living, they haven't elevated past their emotions. Most people, if you look at it, if you can get mad over little stuff, or if you try to manipulate and control someone else's emotions, you're not in control of your emotions. If you seek to do things to annoy people and to make, you're not even on the mental level. You're still on the emotional level. And when you're on the emotional level, you are open for spiritual attacks because how can you fight against anything when you haven't even elevated to the mental level to even process that, maybe I'm under spiritual attack. You understand what I'm saying? Hi, whoever came in. I can't see your name right now because I'm on different platforms. So hi, how are you? Thank you so much for coming through. You can talk to me, you can interact with me, and I will talk back, you know. But how would you know if you're under attack, if you're always giving in to your emotions? How would you know? If you're not even on the mental level to be aware and to be conscious that, maybe these people over here who are trying to annoy me are, they're not on an emotional, I mean, they're not on an mental level, they're still on an emotional level, and, they are being used by demonic spirits to carry out their assignments. And here's the thing, when this happens, this is the devil's fun. Okay. When he can get two people and pit them against each other and have them in an emotional a rut, that's two lives that he has affected. That's his fun. The question is, are you going to get trapped in this body because you've been offended by someone or something? Are you going to get trapped in this body? That's the question. Don't get trapped here. Don't get trapped here. I don't think you want to. If you look at everything that's going on. If I told you guys half the dreams I've been having, man, oh man, man, I can't even be scared. I'm not scared. And I wake up and I understand that God is showing me stuff. All I have to say is get your life right. All this stuff that's here on this earth is nothing. It's nothing. I've been to a high place and I've been to a low place. Now you can, kind of decipher what it is and where it is that I'm talking about. I've seen the light and I've seen the darkness. I felt real peace and I felt real terror. True peace. That's what I'm trying to get to. This destination. That's why can't nobody get to me right now. They try. Oh, they try. They've been trying overtime. They ain't got no choice but to put in that overtime work because they on assignment. Maybe they don't realize they're on assignment, but I do. And I'm trying to get to the destination. I done felt God. I done been to a high place. That's my destination, and that's where I'm trying to get to. So no, you can't get to me. You can't affect me emotionally. I promise you. You can try, you can certainly try, but my eyes is on God. My eyes is on the destination, and I'm not trying to allow anybody to affect me so much that I get taken down. Because here's the thing, either you're gonna elevate or you're gonna depress. And when I say elevate, because we never stay the same, right? We're always changing. Now, when I talk about elevating and depressing, I'm talking about elevation, spiritual elevation or spiritual depression. And yes, because this is one thing that people do not understand about mental illness is that a mental illness is a spiritual illness that manifests itself through thought and behavior. Now, when my spirit is depressed, I'm going to be in a depressed mood because my spirit ain't right. My spirit is calling for elevation and that spiritual gravitational pull. This is why we are attacked. This is why we're attacked emotionally. It's to keep us from rising. This is the when Jesus said, it will be easier for a camel for a camel to fit through a needle. I'm sorry, you know what I'm talking about. Than for a rich man to make it into heaven. It's it's the being reborn. We have to be reborn in spirit. It's it's the last portal we'll go through. Understand our Father is our Father when we enter into our mother from our Father, we are spirit. When we get to our mother, we become flesh. Okay? Now we got to get back to spirit. We got to get back to spirit. And no, I didn't give that to myself. This came from the Holy Spirit. This came from the Holy Spirit. I didn't just make that up. It came from the Holy Spirit. Our Father is spirit. We when we're in our and I don't want to be nasty, so y'all just, get your mind right. But when we came out of our Father, we were spirit. When we entered into our mother, we became flesh. We became flesh. Understand that. If you think about it, it makes sense because I was just talking, sometimes, when I be doing my Bible studies and stuff, I just talk. I have to talk. When the spirit, because the spirit teaches me, I have to get taught by the spirit. And I have to be like, whoa, oh my gosh, whoa, God, whoa, thank you. But these dreams I've been having, get it? Choose today who you will follow. Uh, things is finna get real ugly. You got to understand. Uh, you got this drug Trank now, right? You never think that there can be some Trank eats the flesh. You never think that there could be something worse. It is. I seen it in the spirit. And guess who was coming after? Genesis 3:15. It's coming after the seed. Genesis 3:15. Uh, you got to look at these edibles, this candy, gummies. Who like candy and gummies though? And you bring them in your house and you bring them in your home. And Matthew, I think it's Matthew 18:6. Let me go to it. Matthew 18:6. Where's my because I need this. I got to say this. I got to get this off my chest. I got to feed it to you. It's up to you to digest it. Okay, this is from the Amplified version. But whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to stumble and sin by leading him away from my teaching, it would be better for him to have a heavy millstone as large as one turned by a donkey hung around his neck and to be drowned in the depth of the sea. Who do you think he's talking about? Do you think he's talking about, some outsider? Or is he talking about mom and dad? Because I think parents feel, oh, their kids get older and they start going a different way and rebelling and they feel, well, I can't control them. I don't know what to do. You may think you're not going to answer to that, but that's what it says there. But also Hosea 4:6. This is one of my favorite verses to quote. I'm trying to get to it. Excuse me, Hosea 4:5, 6. So you will stumble in the daytime, and the false prophet will also stumble with you in the night. And I will destroy your mother, Israel. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge of my law, where I reveal my will, because you, the priestly nation, have rejected knowledge. I will also reject you from being my priest. Since you have forgotten the law of your God, I will also forget your children. This is in the Amplified version. I understand what I'm saying. If you really look at Exodus, because you read Exodus, God got me going back in Exodus. I did not want to go back to Exodus because I'm like, goodness, God, didn't I already study that? And that ain't what I want to do. God is Exodus. Exodus, you know? So I'm in Exodus. And, I remember, reading, I'm like, "Goodness, again? They done turned away from God again?" Then, you go along, God them got them out of some trouble, and here they go, worshiping false gods again, again. Goodness, y'all ain't learned the first few times? Again? Here's the thing. This is the covenants. See, when the Hebrew were in Egypt, they were worshiping the gods that the Egyptians were worshiping. We see this when they built the calf. They were worshiping idols. We see this when they built a calf. We have an innate, uh, uh, it's innate in us to want to worship. It's something that's born in us. We automatically want to do it. So they were looking for something to worship and they needed something to see. This is what we do today. This is what we do today. We have to see, we need to see, we need evidence of God. So we make idols for ourselves. And when these idols fall, come tumbling down, but, I was kinda, judging the Israelites. God sent me back to they never broke covenant. They never broke the covenants that they made with, these, other gods. That's why God said, "Do not put any other god before me," because there was never that command. There was never that command. So what they were doing wasn't wrong, right? Because they didn't know. But this is why there was a command, "Do not have any other gods before me." Why? Because they can't save you. I just showed you that Pharaoh's God, because if you go back and read Exodus, it was a war between Pharaoh's gods and Almighty God, but Almighty God ain't got the war with them. But everything that God did angered, hardened Pharaoh's heart, because it's his gods ain't working for him. That's how God was making, Pharaoh's heart harden, because everything he did, he brought his gods to him. Uh, I can go into it, I can go deeper into it, but, it is all with the frogs, because they were worshiping, there is a goddess, and this goddess is represented by frogs, the Nile, really, uh, represented by frogs, really, look it up. So God was bringing their gods to them. Now what can they do? Y'all, if you understand the God that we serve, God is, oh my gosh, he is such a loving God, but he is also a very, very patient, long-suffering, just God. Understand this. I love God, yo. I am not playing the way God do things. He brought his gods to me. He was showing them. Now what can your gods do? I done brought your gods to you. The frogs, right? The frogs. You have to look this up. There are Egyptian goddesses that are represented by certain animals, and there's one that is represented by frogs. Okay? I'm just saying. So God brought the frogs to him. Now tell your God to do something with that. Everything that God did, he was telling him, "Now tell your gods to save you." But this also goes back to Isaiah. I mean, moves forward to Isaiah. We see it in Isaiah too, when God is telling, I believe who he is talking to, the virgin daughter Babylon. I believe he's talking to Persephone. Now, if you do your research, it shows, because it's so much into it, but I believe he's talking to Persephone, because he's saying, take millstone and grind flour. Now, this is Persephone. This is a Greek goddess. We see the names of Greek goddesses in the Bible. Greek and Roman goddesses in the Bible, by the way. But I believe the virgin daughter of Babylon was Persephone. He was talking to Persephone. We also see, I believe, the he's talking to Persephone's mother, in, Revelations. But he says in there, uh, "Take millstone and grind flour. Uh, your gods can't even save you." So, um, uh, uh, I'll have to go into that because there's so much to get into with Isaiah, Isaiah 46. It's so much to get into, and I might be missing some things right now, but, it's go to your gods. Persephone, your god Persephone. Well, what can she do? What can her mother do? What can her husband do? What can her father do? What can they do? They can't even save themselves. So, but we look at the Egypt, we look at the Israelites, and we see that they keep going back to worshiping other gods. Listen, let me explain something to you because there were some people using witchcraft against me and casting spells. And I was very aware of it because I'm spiritual. So when you call my spirit, you know, when you're saying a spell, I can hear you. I can either see you. It is what it is. And you call on my spirit is aware. Um, so I'm praying to God. I'm praying to God and not just praying, I'm writing letters to God, yo, to protect me. And so what I would do is because at first, I'm writing the letters, it's like, God, you ain't doing nothing. Now you see these people is using this witchcraft against me, and you're gonna sit here and okay, let me write another letter because maybe you don't understand it's me. Maybe you don't understand, I'm coming to you in pain. I'm coming to you because these people is doing this stuff. This is witchcraft now. So I done wrote a letter and, I will cut my finger, I put my blood, cause not, maybe you need my blood on it so that you know it's me. Cause maybe you don't know it's me, God. Maybe, maybe let me put my blood on it so you know it's me. It's me. Okay. Eh, So, I ain't feeling, God wasn't, it wasn't nothing to God because it was, what are they doing? They can't do anything. Let them do it. They're not doing anything. You may feel it, but what are they doing? Right? So we can go to uh Exodus and he's telling the Israelites, keep going. I got this. Keep going. You just keep going on your journey. I got this. And this is when Pharaoh and his army, his 600 men came after them and they get scared and he said, oh no, 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 no. Did you not just see all of what I did? And you're worried? You're afraid? You're scared? Of what? Keep going. So, but I was burning sage, not realizing that sage is an incense. It's an inviting incense. It invites. You opening something. And a lot of times we get into something we don't even know what we're getting into. It's an incense. It's an invitation incense, right? So then, right? Uh, it's not working. I mean, yo, the amount of activity out, you have no idea. I can even tell you what I woke up and saw. There was a spirit, a dark spirit, with its fingers in my ears like that. I woke up to this. His fingers was in my ears because I could not figure out why my ears was hurting. I mean, they were really hurting me. And so one day I woke up and it's like this in my ears. And that's when I realized that the spirit has been messing in my with my ears, right? And so I realized that it's not working. The sage ain't working. So what's the next thing? I go to the crystals, right? Go to the crystals and they work for a little while. Yeah, 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 they do. Absolutely. But it's always temporary. That's why you always have to recharge your crystals. You always have to cleanse them and buy more because it's not the way. It's temporary. Anything temporary can be destroyed. So I said, okay, what's next? So, to ward off these spirits that they send into me, sending to attack me and stuff, because I'm under spiritual warfare. I bought some candles, some black candles and some white candles. I wrote my intentions on them. I just wanted to be protected. I didn't want anybody to get hurt. That's not what I do. I don't live like that. That's not why my name is Bliss. It's not a stripper name, even though, I've had guys ask me, you know, was that my stripper name? That hurt my feelings because that's how you see me? That's what you think of me? You ain't even had a conversation with me. That's why I had to start examining the way that I dressed. Maybe it's that, you know? Maybe is it the way that I'm dressing? I only changed a little bit, not, and it was because I wanted to. But, so I wrote my intentions on the candles. I burned them. When you burn them, you know that you burn them out. You know that when you're burning these candles, you're not supposed to blow them out. You burn them out. They have to burn out or you have to put something on them. See, we unknowingly enter into witchcraft. That's witchcraft. It is what it is. Even if it's meant for protection, that's witchcraft. So I ended up falling asleep because God puts me in heavy sleep sometime when He trying to send me a message or when He is trying to save me and other people. I'm just being honest, or He'll send me in a different direction. So I had this dream, yo, and when I got up, I not blew all the candles out. I threw all the candles away. I got rid of, the candles. But now, because 'cause I'm like, "Well, how am I going to how am I gonna get rid of these spirits? This negative energy that they send into me. How am I gonna get rid of it?" So what's the next thing? A Palo Santo stick. So I go get a I order some Palo Santo. I get the Palo Santo. And I got it, I'm finna burn it. I know I'm finna. All of a sudden, I hear very audibly, "Really, Shantae? A piece of wood?" Yo, it felt like I was caught doing something. I felt this low. I felt this low because then I looked at it and I'm like, "Yo, this really is just a piece of wood." That's when I began aligning myself back with God and trusting in God. And now these things, it's like, God was I wrote I won't let you hear it, you'll just have to hear it on the whatchamacallit, but there is, this recording, and this is God talking. "What are you complaining about? Have patience, faith, and trust. Let go of doubt. Rumors come and go. Just so you know, I'm in control of where you go. Just senseless chatter coming from a hater's mind. Some ruthless gossip spoken by the unrefined. That's why I watch what I say. 'Cause I will have to live with it every day. But God is like, I'm in control. I'm in control of where you go. Okay? God is in control. And so we have to learn to trust God. And you trust God, you build your faith. Faith is an exercise. It's an exercise. Do you trust God? Do you have faith in God? Have you ever seen these trust exercises, right? Where you fall back and somebody catch you. That's like God. Do you trust God enough to catch you when you fall? It's not that He gonna keep you from falling, but do you trust Him to catch you when you're falling? Do you trust Him not to let you hit the ground? I used to have these dreams, and they were, crazy dreams. And my aunt, I took the gift after her too, by the way. She interpreted dreams. And so I would tell her about these dreams, you know, uh, and she'd be like, "Were you okay?" Say like if I was falling, right? Or say like somebody was chasing me and trying to hurt me. She was just like, "Were you okay? Are you okay? Were you okay? How did it end? Was it okay? Did you wake up?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm okay." She was like, "Okay, no, that's it. That's all you need to know. You good, you know? Do you trust God?" I mean, you should. You wake up every day. You got air to breathe. Do you trust Him? The spiritual level is not easy to get to. It's very difficult. I mean, you really finna be put to the test. It's gonna be hard. It is hard. It's Yeah, the people closest to you gonna turn on you. The ones that you love and that you bent over backwards for, they're gonna treat you like crap, like you don't even matter. And they will make it their business that every time they get a chance to let you know that you don't matter. Don't blame them. I'm telling you, don't blame them. They're being used by the kingdom of darkness. You got to understand that. Don't get mad at them. Don't take it to heart. Don't be offended. You have to understand. See, when you get to the mental level, you understand it. When you get to the spiritual level, you begin to pray for them. But, y'all, it was really, really nice getting on here talking to you. I missed, getting out here interacting with people. Um, uh, Thank you everybody who watched on the replay. If you contacted me and sent me a message, um, and I didn't respond, I'm sorry if I didn't acknowledge anybody. I apologize. I'm doing 3 platforms right now and I can't see everything. I'm learning. Okay. But I will be back on shortly because I got some things that I want to show y'all. So I will be back on shortly. Don't forget that if you want to pre-order the album, you can do so at www.missbliss.com. If you are interested in some coaching and Glow Up Sis coaching where I teach you, show you, and I assist you in leveling up emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. I have spots open. If you are interested in healthy mindset coaching, and this is coaching for family members who have a loved one that is experiencing a mental health care challenge. I don't like to say disorder. I don't like to say illness. I don't like to say disease. It's a challenge because you have to challenge. It's a challenge to get from the emotional to the mental and to the mental and spiritual. The question is, are you up for the challenge? And are you up for aiding your family member to challenge themselves? Because here's the thing. I will never ever tell anyone not to go see a therapist. There are some very, very good therapists out there. Very good. But if they're keeping you medicated, they're not doing their job. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes people need medication. But the thing is staying on the medication, and you never want to stop taking the medication because here's the thing, our brain has gotten used to it. I took medication. I was on a when I came out of the hospital, oh my gosh, I was like a zombie. I was drugged up. I couldn't move. I couldn't think. I mean, I'm literally like, I'm serious. I'm not playing. I mean, I was in such a dark place, spiritual dark place, really. I was depressed. My spirit was calling for elevation and I was rebelling against it. I was working against it. So God had to, okay, let me let you go through this. Let me let you decide. Let me let you go through it. I'm still here because God took me to a high place, but I still had to be there because I had to fight. I'm gonna go into my testimony later. But yeah, your family member fam- your family member needs you. They need you to advocate for them. And a lot of times we can't advocate for our family member because we're too busy being offended by the things that they do and the things that they say. But I love you all with the love of Christ. Honor your mother and father. Love your sisters and brothers. Be kind to your neighbors. But most of all, honor, love, and be kind to yourself. Tell yourself today that you will not get trapped here. You will not get trapped in this body. Tell yourself today, make a decision. Who do you choose to serve? Make it today, not tomorrow. Tomorrow ain't promised to us. All right. I love you guys. Have a nice week, the rest of the week, and have a really good weekend, safe weekend. Peace out.